Just take the mic. You don't need the headset.
So once you put the headset on, I'm gonna flip this thing up and then you're
Give him the mic, Ray. Hey, what's up? Take the mic. Okay, yeah, headset. Speak right into it.
Hello?
Hey.
Hi.
What's up?
I'm so tired.
I know, me too, bro. I'm
But,
tired as hell, but you weren't playing like it. I respect that. You were playing really well.
GG's.
playing with your bracket.
Good stuff, bro.
As always. But, okay, I have to, like, note this, but I think I fight, like, Nito, Razzo, and, like, maybe Elvis, like,
Yeah.
almost every GLS.
So one really respectable thing about that is Elvis, Nito, and Razzo have the most GLS's wins ever. Ooh, that's a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn, okay. Jeez. I haven't been to a local in a hot minute, so this is, like...
You
I
said,
needed this.
this is my utility bill. Ooh, let's go. So, really respectable because those are the guys that have the most GLS's under the belt ever.
That's a
Razzo,
pretty cool
I think,
statistic.
having like 20 something. And then Nito maybe having like 8, 9, or 10. And then Elvis having a little more than that.
I forget
So-
how, like, long they play, too. Like, I sometimes well, I don't sometimes forget it, but I'm definitely a relative newcomer, definitely compared to them.
I don't know, your win rate against Razzo, your set wins against Razzo, I think you're up 4-1 right now. You guys probably played more sets, but according to what we had on the charts,
I see.
the last time you guys played was in September.
Yeah, and to be fair, I think I've, like, for all of our recent sets, I've done extremely well. The thing is, I can kind of tell he's, like, tired of Mars Cheese, because I'm like...
Marth Cheese, you killed him at like 30 something with an F smash.
I
What
think
was that?
Today, like, these sets were, like, the worst of it. I feel like Razzo's the one who I, like, get the most cheese on, which is very funny, because she's, like, super light, so all of them matter. And I feel like her disadvantage, like, is, like...
Horrendous.
It's, like, enough that I can get a lot of stuff.
You're
and, like,
baiting
strings.
a lot of Toad and then punishing accordingly after.
Right.
That was really good. I don't think you got hit once by the Toad on stage.
To be fair, I was going for a lot of, like, counters as reads too, and those didn't work out. I remember Kairos said, like, none of your guys, like, or I think it was Daydream, that, like, none of your counters were working, like, for either of you. Razzo, actually, I started doing more counters in, like, kind of neutral because of Razzo, actually. I, like, take inspiration from that. It's, like, it's such an interesting option coverage, because even though you're obviously in so much lag and you can take a huge punish, it just feels like such a unique option that people aren't ready for. Because I've gotten hit by it so many times myself for, like, just trying to, like, autopilot, like, short hop aerial or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's nice to just have that direct punish for them hitting you directly.
Very well put. So, one thing that I wanted to ask, you've been playing a lot of Pit lately. What's the transition from Pit to Marth? Because it seems as soon as you start playing Marth, you put on your suit, like it's time to go to work. And
Yeah. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
What's your mentality when you're playing against somebody who relatively isn't ready for the Marth? People play against Lucina, but do they play against a stinky Marth?
Yeah, I would honestly call my Marth stinky for how much I fish for stuff, because I think it's a bad habit, but also it works. Because did you see that final, like, down air up air on Nito?
Yeah, that was sick. It was a sour down air into the tipper up air.
Yeah, it's a true combo. It's like the sour down air is honestly, like, one of the better hitboxes, but, like, in general, there is the idea of, like, risk reward where you go for stuff that gets you good reward, but at the same time,
But you take minimal risk.
yeah, exactly.
I think that's a really good way to put it, because one thing that, at least from what I see, like, you can take this lightly, but one thing that I see you excelling in is your risk reward on tech chases. So if you're reading a roll in, you're gonna go for the down air, but the down air has so much little risk that even if they roll out and you go for the down air, you still have good position.
Yeah, I feel like that's just a general, like, Smash funny thing as well, but the messed up thing about that is that if he reads your tech roll out and he can't get, like, a downer, he can just run up Dancing Blade anyway. Like, I think I've killed Razzo with too many, like, Dancing Blades, like, sub 80, sub 70.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen the tweet, he called Marth Tipper Dancing Blade, like, a final smash, and I kind of agree, except for how hard I have to work for it. I wish I could just press B and they, like, get the same result.
That shit is not free. It's actually pretty hard to do.
Yeah.
I understand, because anyone can grab the sticks and do a dancing blade, but are they gonna get the tipper on that last hit?
Like, I would say, even after all of the work I've put in, there's still so much to grind for Dancing Blade. Like, different hurtbox shifts for every single character they have to be aware of, or you just have to adapt it like mid-set to it, or like different DIs, or SDIs. It's like, it's sometimes negligible, but sometimes it matters, and hurtbox shifting, it's just a lot.
So a few questions from the chat.
Oh yeah.
Yan says, who wins, Goku or Superman?
I've seen the death battle on that. There were a lot of controversial
I've
content.
seen Death Battle on that too. Death
so
Battle's pretty
I'm gonna
sick.
refrain.
What, didn't Superman win?
I think One Punch Man wins.
I think One Punch Man
like,
wins too.
ironically, but you know.
Yeah. I mean, after he blew up Jupiter like that, I think he wins for sure.
Right. I remember it was close or something. But yeah.
I read that manga. Sick as fuck. Another question. What mentality do you put yourself in when you're playing in a really hard bracket?
Let's see. Today I was actually trying to focus on a new way of looking at the game. I've been watching a lot of VODs over the time that I wasn't like going to anything. And I noticed that like whenever I just focus on like the individual flow of each character, it makes things a lot easier to keep track of. Because if you try to focus on like your own reach and hitboxes, then you're going to be like overwhelmed or confused by where they're ending up and their like placements. But like when people say to look at both characters like as often as possible and make sure to like not lose track of them, they like mean it.
Yeah.
It is like the most important thing for decision making, and I feel like I'm tapping into that a little bit, which I felt like.
You think it's more important to pay attention to your opponent more than it is to pay attention to your own spacing?
You have to keep close track of both, especially for like Marth, where every like pixel kind of counts, because tippers aren't really that big to begin with. I try to like keep almost equal, but a little, just maybe 60% of to the opponent or 40 to like myself, yeah, just for like positioning or whatever. A lot of it is like automatic as you obviously play and get more comfortable, and it's kind of crazy to think about how long I've been playing Marth now. It's like,
how long have you been playing Marth?
I think because I've always grinded him on the side, even at the beginning of the years of Ultimate, because I made him in 4, and so I was like, I want to make him work. And then I played him on the side for like a couple years, maybe like 6 years.
How was your placements in Smash 4 with Marth?
Oh, I didn't really go to tournaments that well, that much. So I was a Wi-Fi warrior, for real.
Hey,
all
shout
my
out to that, bro.
UCR homies know that very well. But then after I started going to 2-frame, and that was the 2-frame I think I beat Razo at for the first time, like double eliminated him.
When?
I think that was 2 years ago.
Okay.
But that was when I started going like just Marth fully, like I kind of just dropped Lucina. I do think Lucina still is like really useful in a lot of matchups, like better to just use overall than Marth.
Yeah.
But I'm stubborn and I like to go for clips.
So what's the benefit with Lucina compared to Marth?
Her edge guarding, like you don't have to calculate as much, but it's still just as powerful. In general, like her S smash is just too strong for what it is. But I can't complain given I killed Razo at like 30-50 today.
Another question: are you going to be at MSM this Monday?
Yes, but it's the day. The 9th is also the day I move into my dorm, so I might be tired as hell. And then I have to go right after. But I am gonna have fun anyway because I really want to.
Good luck to you because moving is a really big thing.
Oh, I mean, I'm just going back to my dorm.
Oh, you're going back to your dorm.
Yeah, I'm also moving houses this week too, so I've been tired. But anyway, I really want to look forward to. I don't even care about like results right now that much because I really want to grind Mewtwo and Fox as like solid like co-mains.
I don't care about results. I'll just get first place at the GLS.
Well, I did try really hard, but I was trying to implement like the mentality thing I was having, and I was having so much fun with that.
I'm glad to hear that. It's good to have fun with the game, especially when there's so much stress when it comes to competing, especially grand finals. There's so much on the line.
Seriously, you can't really think about anything else but the set you're about to play. Because if you ever think about like winning or what's gonna happen after the set, it just never helps.
Were you warming up on the side? Or did you just go in cold and just fuck them up like that?
I was kind of tired, but what I really like doing is trying to solidify how I'm gonna play the match while watching.
Bro, you literally 0 to death him in the first stock. It was crazy.
Yeah, I just ran with it. I was like, if he jumps here, he's dead, and then he jumped. I was like, yay, let's go. But yeah, I really think it's really important to be warmed up at least mentally by watching the game. That's why I really like watching my opponents before they get to me, just because it's two rocks with one stone.
So another thing I want to say, you did a really impressive reverse 3-0 on Nito. What was going on there? I know you have experience playing against Shabe, so what clicked? It seemed like you were playing in the air a lot more, and you just started catching him mashing.
Nito was honestly messing up a lot of the confirms he did get. I feel like I played sloppily sometimes where I just gave him a free punish, but either way, I can't give him that free punish, but he also messed up, so I feel like it shouldn't have been... It was 3-1, but I don't know. I'm looking forward to next X because I really need to grind that out. But I heard Fox beats Kazuya, so I'm very excited for that. So I don't have to worry about this anymore. Because I think Kazuya was one of my most disliked matchups in the game, just because of how hard you have to work for it, and kind of lame, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, once I started the shift was I started using the mentality of, oh, I'm just gonna focus on the two flows that each character has, and just try to keep that in mind at all costs and then make decisions based off of that. It's kind of crazy to understand how each character moves and the range that they want, but actually visualizing that in your head the whole time. I'm so tired from doing that for a while. It's definitely mentally taxing as well.
What do you think about Peckham?
Oh, the tweet, dude. I don't know. It's because my set against Sen was the stream was botched or something. It literally was jabbing out. I think everyone who saw the Wave Dash stream knows exactly what I'm talking about.
What happened at Wave Dash? Why do you hate Peckham so much?
I love Peckham. He's my favorite person. He's literally Giga Chat. I don't understand how. Okay, but the people in the comments don't know that. But I'm like, why do you have to? You are the Lorex who speaks with Ignaize or something. But I'm sure it's just that one dude who had weird context. It's kind of surprising to see people who are like, oh, I know exactly what happened, even though I have no idea what happened actually. But yeah, if Peckham's there, love him.
What
He's
did
the best.
Peckham do?
What did he do?
Yeah.
I don't know. Some people were just hating on him.
That's the
why?
answer. We don't know, Peckham. We don't know. He was literally on my ass right now.
Who is?
I literally cannot sleep without knowing. I'm on mobile.
Oh, what happened?
Peckham needs to know, why do you hate me?
No! No! What do you mean I'm dodging? What else am I supposed to
Your
say?
name is instigating, of course. I love this sweater too.
Oh yeah, I really like it. Omocat brand, very good. Also,
Cute.
Play Mori, very good. But yeah, what is it? Peckham, I will write a love poem to you. I will write a whole sonnet.
That's pretty cute. You should do that.
Just for you.
Give him a haiku.
Just to reassure you.
Give him a
'cause
haiku.
You're that important to me, you know?
Give him a nice haiku.
Well, maybe not on the
telling him
spot,
how
but
much
it's a
much
work
you
in
love him.
progress. It'll be a masterpiece, just trust.
Sheesh.
If he really wants it.
If he wants it. If he deserves it. So, I think that's all the questions that we got from the chat. Is there anything else that you want to say to the people at home watching, or just any thoughts that are going through your mind right now?
My head, I'm kind of going through no thoughts, head empty right now, but I don't know, I'm just having fun in the game right now. It's pretty great. I don't know how honestly long I'm going to keep competing. I think it'll always be a side thing for at least the next couple of years. But it's a little too fun not to keep it up, but yeah.
So you can expect Ignaize to continue doing his best for the next couple of years, as you said.
We'll see.
It's good. It's
Probably.
a little too fun. It's a little too fun making all that money for sure. So I think that's gonna be it for us here at GLS. It seems like we're going to raid. Are we gonna raid? No, we're not gonna raid tonight. They don't deserve the views. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to GLS. This was Gucci-san, joined by the winner today. Say it in the mic.
I'll say one mic.
Say your sponsor and your name.
Dark Frost. Woo.
Yeah, Dark
Very
Frost.
cool.
Woo.
I didn't tell them I was going today. Probably should get out on that.
They don't need to know you won anyways. They'll figure it out.
That's right.
It'll be on the map.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's cool how you're gonna have. You're probably gonna be the only Marth on the North American map.
I don't know. There's a Krieg in Utah who always puts in work. It's
Fuck him. He didn't win the GLS tonight. It's your boy Frost up. Peace
enough.
out, y'all.
Peace out.
Gucci-san
Have a
out.
good night.
Good night.